Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 25 of the 31 Days of Horror. DBougie86 here again, guys. And the film I got for you guys today is a weird one. Yeah, this is a first time watch for me. This is a film from 1980, and it's the second feature film by director Don Dohler, and it goes with the title of Fiend. Yes. Yeah, Fiend's a film I have heard of in the past, and I always wanted to check it out. I had this Blu-Ray from Massacre Video in for a few months now, and it's a weird one. Pretty much the main plot of Fiend, in a nutshell, is there's this supernatural entity known as the Fiend that ends up able to go into the solid ground, into like corpses, and it possesses a corpse and raises it from the grave. And what it ends up doing now to be able to stay in this body, every time that this corpse ends up killing someone, it sucks its life energy out of the victim that it kills, and it's able to de-age and decompose itself, where it comes back to looking like a normal human. So the Fiend in question is ends up becoming this character named Eric Longfellow, who is rooting as a music teacher pretty much in the small suburban town, and murders start happening again. And the main namer there, Mr. Kinder, starts to kind of put two and two together, that maybe this Eric Longfellow is not who he says he is and might have something to do with these murders. Now, that is pretty much the gist of the movie Fiend. Now, my thoughts on it, as you know, like Don Dohler films, they are kind of do-it-yourself films in the sense that he uses a lot of the same actors and same tropes, and small budgets, of course. And what he's able to do with like the effects in this film, because the Fiend's effects are kind of hilarious when you see them on the screen. It's like this glowing red light fixture entity thing, which looks fucking cool in the beginning of the movie. And then you can see like the presence of this creature or entity inside this guy every time he kills somebody, because every time his hands start to glow or the rest of his body, knowing that he's recharging. And that's a cool aspect of it that I really like. And there's like little hints and clues. It's kind of like a detective movie too, because the character of Kinder is trying to like figure out what's going on, and he's researching shit and finding scoops out from different people. And I actually don't really know what he does for work on his normal J job, but it's kind of fucking funny that he becomes like this fucking detective out of nowhere, and weird, but it makes kind of sense with the plot, being like a small town and shit, and everyone's connected, and one of the murders actually happens like right outside behind their house, so there's also that going on. There's a lot of recognizable faces if you've seen a lot of Don Dohler films. Of course, Joe Stoffer, who's been in pretty much all of Don Dohler's work that I know of, is in this film. He plays kind of like the assistant of the Longfellow character at the music school that he runs. And yeah, he's cool. He has a quirky, funny moment later in near the beginning of the film, which I really dug. And some of the kills and stalking scenes are like funny, because like the dude's like just slowly like walking like a zombie to these people, and they're pretty got like a head start, and he still ends up catching them, which is pretty fucking funny, with that aspect of it. And yeah, there's some fucking fun like scenes in this one. It's like a slow burn in a way too, because like every actor, like there's some more character development with like Mr. Kinder and his wife. I can't think of his first name off the top of my head. And there's some cool like kid actors who were actually played by like Don Dohler's kids in the movie. His daughter actually plays like one of the victims in the movie. That's not really a spoiler. That's what happens, and his son's also in the film. Uh, it's just a weird film, just because the concept of like a supernatural entity being able to possess like something and bring it back to life is pretty fucking weird in its own right. But like just the aspect of just the oddness of like the character itself as we see it like go through like its everyday aspect, it's just odd. And you know, like there's weird scenes like have you seen like the cover of the Blu-ray, like what this is reference, and it's pretty odd, like the whole like ritual that this thing kind of has every day. Uh, but overall, this was kind of a blast to watch, and it was like a kind of like a serious movie, but not serious in a sense because of the lower scale of it. But I still had fun with it. Uh, yeah, this one's good. You know, like if you've seen a lot of Don Dollar films, there's usually like a shocking like what the fuck moment in it, and this one had that, and you know, really cool shit. Fucking fun film. I still kind of prefer Night Beast. That's probably my favorite Don Doler film. But this one's up there now. It's pretty fucking fun. If I had to rate it, uh, probably around a 7, 7.5. Highly enjoyable. Of course, I gotta say that this might not be for everyone, these type of movies. For the lower scale budget, but it's not like a shot in video scale. It might be like a step up. Think more like the Deadly Spawn style of budgets, you know what I mean, guys. But yeah, it's pretty fun for what it is, you know. So fucking awesome film. 7.5 out of 10. That's what I'm giving it. Really fun shit. And it has an eerie, cool musical score too, which I fucking dug. It has some like hypnotic sounds to it. It kept me entranced while watching it. So yeah, Fiend, 7.5 out of 10. Alright, guys, that's it for day 25. I'll be back tomorrow with another one, so I'll see you then. Peace out.